Okay, so this video is for those of you who feel like you can find some pretty good technique or you can get through most of your range on certain scales, but the moment you go to a song, it starts to fall apart. So I want to introduce or reintroduce you to this idea of a workflow. Now, for those of you who are watching this for the first time, basically, when you're doing scales or exercises and you're practicing, there's kind of two general ways I see people do it. The first way is a lot of people just go to an exercise and maybe it doesn't work exactly how they intend, and they keep trying it and they keep trying it and they keep trying it until it gets better. Now, personally, I think there is a better way. And what that means is for some of you, you might have scales that are already working pretty good, right? You might have the word mum, and as you go up and down a scale, the mum feels pretty good, right? It's just an example. The idea here is how do we challenge some of the harder words or harder scales or harder contexts, things that your voice is not that comfortable of, but build from this easier kind of place. Because when you're kind of building from this easier place, you're using this as a reference, using this as a place to constantly compare to. And this is a much easier, much simpler way to build technique. And as you keep solving for these harder words, these harder patterns, these harder contexts, eventually this just flows into your real singing because you're not really limited by certain words or certain kind of patterns. Your voice is just more capable. So today I'm going to highlight this idea of a workflow using a real student lesson of mine. Let's dive in. So the idea is this, right? So we have this workflow. Right now it's R to U, falsetto. R to U connected or weighted, as you might say it. Then it's R to O. I don't know. Does this notation make sense?
When I'm thinking, you say I'm thinking and not like like when we go
You think AH? You think like that?
Yeah, that's how. Yeah.
Yeah, that's fine. It doesn't matter.
To oo makes sense, and then we say ooh oh. I think but that's not. Is that right or is that not right? Like you.
It's fine. How would you spell it out?
O's. I think O's right, but it's not. Yeah, I think O is correct. OH, like you had it.
Yeah. Whatever sound you're doing, like I don't need you to do a different sound. I just was trying to write it down so you understand it.
Yeah, gotcha.
The final one is then, can you go or reverse that motion? Or bottom up.
Yeah, that makes sense.
But the idea here, right, is you still want to spend 80% of your time in clean, correct technique. So what that means is each day, you want to, like, obviously the most ideal situation is you get this straight away. If you're like, if you get that bang on, wonderful. But that hasn't been the case so far. That's why we have to build our way to it. So what you will do is you then maybe go for this one. This is our best compromise at the moment, where you still get clean technique and you get close to our final challenge. If that's hard, then you work backwards, right? So that's this idea of like a workflow. Ideally, we want to get here. Today, at least where we're at, this one holds up pretty well. This is probably the one where you get like 90, 80%, 90 to 100% of the time. Like, that one's like so clean. This one is probably about like 60 to 80% now. Then we're gonna try to get this one.
Yeah, I'll put the reps in because I think if I do that, because I could feel something more than I have more of a reference point. I think I can just put the reps in and figure that out. Hopefully, yeah.
Yeah, exactly. So it is putting the reps in, but being a little bit smart with it. Because if you just did this again and again and again and again, you could get it right. You might get like 1 out of 10 reps. You get 2 out of 10 reps, 3 out of 10 reps. But you got to keep in mind you're also planting 7 out of 10 reps that aren't correct. And what happens is over the journey of a week, you might be like, oh, hang on, like, why does this feel like a little bit harder or like feel just weird again? But it's because the seeds you've been planting aren't setting you up for a better week. So you got to balance it out. And that's where this second point comes in. It's not just about trying to find that 1 or 2 reps occasionally. There is an element of that. Like if your awareness over technique is good enough, then you can stay here indefinitely. But the case, like for most singers, is like as you try and develop technique, you're definitely trying to develop muscular coordination, of course. But equally as important is like your awareness of technique gets better and better and better. And until that's the case, you have to like be a bit careful. You don't want to just like go for it and then like you're missing every time. Like that kind of set you back. Okay, so this is the idea here. We'll see how it works. So let's go straight for this one, right? Ooh. And change the ooh. You change to the O vowel on the top. Good. Now can you reverse that? So you see how that's not the same? That's a different vowel and it doesn't quite fully stretch.
Yeah.
Way. So we're trying to set you up so you can get the same thing. So ideally, trying to get that same reverse versus like kind of moves from that same feeling. Try to get it's not fun. Yes, reverse that. Changed. Go back to the other one. Yeah, that's slipping a little bit. It needs to stay more on that placement. The stretch. Pretty good. Reverse that.
What? How do I start? That's like when I see the word, the thing. That's what's making it. That's kind of hard. So is it? Like how do I say it?
Easiest way to think about it is you're already doing it top down. So whatever you land on is the place you start back again. Yeah. So you're not trying to change anything. When you go so wherever you land is where you start, right? That's kind of the idea. Because you could technically do an R vowel. It doesn't really matter what vowel. What matters most can you detect when it changes. Every time it's harder bottom up is because you've changed something.
So I should do the thing and then just immediately go to the other one so I have a memory.
Yeah.
Okay.
You can do that. Yeah, for sure. Yeah, so the value you're finishing up is the value you start with again. Yeah, so that vowel started pretty good, but it didn't land back on the same place.
It didn't get as high.
Yeah, it didn't stay, like the vowel kind of shifted a little bit and it didn't stretch to get to that same place. Like you don't need to think about it like too crazy. The main thing you just need to think about is like, I'm generally doing a pretty correct top down. When I go bottom up, is it different? If it's different, what is different? Like that's probably like the line of thinking. That's as much thinking as you need to do. Everything else is just observation and experience.
Yeah,
that one needs to be a bit better. The top one, that R to oo needs to be a bit better. It's gonna ooh.
Oh, is that what you said?
Dropping out. Yeah.
Is that off?
Yeah, good pickup. Close. Still losing a bit of the stretch when you go to the O vowel. Yes. Reverse that. That was pretty good. Reverse just didn't go back to the same stretch. It missed the stretch. That's why it was different. Top down again. Ooh. back to that same place. Yeah,
Not
try
quite.
again.
Didn't quite get there. Huh.
Yeah. But like right now, you don't necessarily need to even do it correctly. You just need to see what's wrong.
Okay.
Like that's the best thing we can get for you right now. And then there'll be 1 or 2 reps that pop out through. That's probably a good way, good kind of goal. Ooh, less of a change when you go ooh to ooh. Change on the way up. Yeah.
Huh.
Pretty good. Reverse that. Can you feel how they're different? That's probably the most important thing.
Yeah, the ooh, the ooh, first one, I can feel or hear that it's like compressed or stretched more. Like
Yeah.
it feels like more of that squeezed sound, like that, that whiny sound. Like that's what it feels like, and it feels like I can, from the whiny sound, kind of go to the next thing. But going from this thing to get to that whiny sound is unfamiliar. I haven't done it. Does that make sense?
Yeah. It makes sense. Yeah.
Okay, that's what I feel is happening. Like,
Yeah.
how do I get to that whiny
Basically.
sound from that?
Yeah, exactly. It's we've actually set you up pretty nicely. Like if you can basically like sit here for the next week, like this will be progress. And then like the question isn't necessarily like, because some people might think like, oh, maybe the top down needs to be adjusted. Like that, the top down is perfect. Like what needs adjustment is the bottom. The bottom up is changing more than you think. But as you said, it probably just is a little bit unfamiliar. It's kind of challenging your brain from a different angle. But also, like, if you can solve this, it will help us a lot because I would say up until this point, we don't have a really clean example bottom up. Typically, when you find very clean technique, it's always been a little bit top down. You know how before we would just go like, let it go to falsetto first and then you connect in like an A? Notice how it's always been like top down, top down, top down, top down, right?
Yeah.
So we kind of need to find an example where you get clean technique bottom up. This is probably our best example right now because it's so black and white. Well, at least maybe from my perspective, it's very black and white because your top down is like 100%. Like, ooh, especially the ones you get really clean. I wouldn't change anything. Like that's how good the technique is. When you go bottom up, it goes to like 50% in terms of like technique.
Yeah.
And the more I can get you to see it and replicate it, that's progress. It's fascinating, isn't it?
Yeah, it's like a brain. But it's just like it exists, but there's definitely something going on with the brain. So let me ask about the bottom up. So I'm going to ooh, and I'm hitting the stretch, right?
Yeah.
Would it count as bottom up if I went ooh to ooh, like the whole scale was ooh, like
It
ooh,
would
ooh,
actually, yeah. You could try that too. That's another angle. You want to try that?
ooh? Yeah, I guess it's worth a try.
Yeah.
Okay. Ooh 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 ooh.
Yeah. So literally just do the same thing, but ooh, just the same thing with a different, more open vowel.
Oh 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 oh.
Yeah, not the same. Try it again. Ooh.
So do
Ooh's
ooh.
getting to a better placement. Yeah.
Ooh 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 ooh. Oh 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 oh. No.
Yeah. So, but I think you're onto something, right? Because the ooh, that could be a better place to start. So, because you can skip a few steps here, right? So instead of going R to ooh, just go ooh to ooh. Because the benefit of that is you are getting a feeling of not changing the vowel and you're stretching. Like basically you're just stretching with the ooh vowel. Like you think of it like that. That is another point of reference, which is like, well, technically the only difference when we go to the O vowel, if you have a listen here, right? Ooh, 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 oh, 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 oh. The feeling behind it is the same. It's just the mouth is changing. Like so, it kind of works out pretty well. Try that. Like just go ooh and then oh. Ooh, 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 oh, 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 oh.
Ooh, 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 ooh. Oh, 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 oh,
Yeah,
oh.
pretty close. Next one.
Ooh, 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 ooh. Oh, 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 oh. Ooh, 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 ooh. Oh, oh, oh,
Yes.
oh, oh. Ooh, 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 ooh. Oh, oh, oh. I got lost in that one.
Try it again.
Ooh, 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 ooh. Oh, oh, oh,
Yes.
oh,
Actually, yeah,
oh.
this is probably a better workflow. We're getting better results here. Only thing I adjust here, the ooh, you don't need to slam it so hard on the top. So basically what's happening on the top note is you're compressing a lot harder than needed. Just try to keep it a bit more even. So instead of ooh, 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 like we act really accenting, ooh, 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 oh, 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 oh.
Ooh, 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 ooh,
Yes.
ooh. Oh, 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 oh.
Yeah, nice.
Ooh, 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 ooh. Oh, 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 oh.
The all vowel changed a little bit. Try it again.
Ooh, 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 ooh. Ooh, 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 ooh. Oh, 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 oh.
Yeah, it's not far. So there's I think the lesson for us right now is maybe there's always been a better workflow. So what I would encourage you is like sometimes a singer's own intuition is actually better because you know how we kind of went down this kind of rabbit hole of like ah to ooh, and then you're like, oh hang on, like why don't we just go ooh bottom up, like if the ooh vowel is so clean. So you definitely use that, right? But the idea still stands of like it has to kind of start from somewhere where generally you know it's cleaner, and then you translate that to like a harder place and you try to get that as clean. So right now it'd probably be ooh to ooh weighted, and then what I might suggest though is on, so you can kind of go like ooh, 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 ooh. You can go straight for the or as a second time round, or you can actually add that in that kind of stepping stone of ooh, 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 or, because at least that way you get a feeling of how the or needs to be top down.
Yeah. Oh, oh,
Yeah,
oh.
ooh, or
I
like
wish I
that.
could
That
just, yeah. I wish I could
yeah,
just
give it a
know
try.
what the note, what the sound is. That part's hard for me, but yeah, okay. That makes sense to me.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. It's probably not like you don't have to. I feel like you can get pretty far by just comparing those two. But but the reason why I would suggest it is the all vowel for you can move quite a fair bit. And it's not always just moving because the mouth is wrong. Sometimes moving because this part is
Yeah.
wrong.
Yes.
Right.
That's a
Yeah.
good plan.
Yeah, cool. This is so solid, Ben. Well done.
Yeah.
You got the routine down?
I got the routine on my word. Yep, I'm all set.
All right. I'll see you next week, man. Well
Thanks,
done.
Evan. See you next week.
Bye.
Bye.